nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be like, hey, why doesn't this work? I don't know. Did I not move it to the correct branch?
Well, I guess you got a little audience here that'd love to play it if it wasn't clear yet.
Yeah, I would definitely try it. I mean, I would try any game. I don't care what it is. I'll at least try it and play it.
I gave out.
We have a budget.
I gave out 3
with,
keys.
so.
As long as you one of the keys, you got the game. I'm gonna give out.
You don't have to worry about that, man. We will most of the time, like little games like these, like little developers, single players. We actually purchase them. We don't like getting the keys. Even if they give us a key, we'll still purchase them later on, just to help the developers out. Because there's a lot of good games. Like we was at that Homeland. Man, some of them games, if they would finish them, I swear to God, dude, I would literally throw my paycheck at them. I mean, some of them games was fantastic.
Which ones did you like?
You know that one you did an interview with, where he had the sword and then the hyper graphics in the background.
It was
like
Road.
Super colors and hyperdynamics. Like, man, fantastic. It was just that game. I would totally throw my book at it, man. That was for kids to make that. It's just phenomenal, dude. So, yeah, if they would ever finish their products, I would literally throw sponsors at them to help them finish it. If they would ever want to get to that point, and I'm totally good with that. And what we do is we usually purchase the game. Now the bigger companies, like Miscreated and Rust and stuff like that. Now they give us copies of their games just because they're trying to get it out to the public. But even then, if the game's good enough, we'll turn around and buy another copy anyway. And we usually give a few extra copies out on our shows here and there if the game's worth it. But we also have a policy that we give an honest opinion about the game. So if it's trash, it's trash. But if it's great, hey, we will literally sell it to the end of the year. But in the same time is we have to move on because we have other games too we play. Like God of who's excited? Does anybody play the 40K?
Dude, that game that you're playing looks kind of awesome. I don't understand why you keep dying.
I'm pushing Y or B. Every button makes you die. I don't know why it's by 2DHeroes.
That's a sucking game. I pushed this one and I died. Push that one and I died.
Hey,
And
sure
there's him if you want to follow him. I'm actually already following you, 2D. I must have rated you before. Oh.
Oh no, 2D.
Yeah, 40K is the Warhammer games, right? Or one of those games?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be streaming.
They're coming out with the new one.
Yeah, the Dawn of War 3. I'm gonna be streaming
and
that
we
shit.
got some. We actually
I just
got
push a
beta
button and
keys
it blows
for
up.
the weekend before release.
That's good for you, bro.
If you haven't got a beta key now, I highly suggest going to sign up for it. They're giving them away, like in the emails, like crazy. Right? So we got like 2 extra ones, and we're actually going to be streaming that the weekend prior to, and then the day of, and then because me and one of our other co-hosts are like hardcore into that.
Still can't figure it out. Okay, jump. Okay, got a star.
That's a good genre, man. That company has done phenomenal games. Now we didn't really like too much.
Oh, I see. It's like
it was really good solid games though. They really still have good solid games.
I played the old Total War games.
You died.
Oh yeah.
The Samurai one.
Oh yeah. The Total War one, I couldn't play that one. The 40K one, I can't get into those, man. I'm just not coordinated enough. But that's the reason why we have multiple hosts. They can do those genres. So yeah, we have one guy, man. He's phenomenal with that. So we let him do that thing. So that's just not my. I'm more in first-person shooters, MMOs, action games. I like strategies, but that's a little too much strategy for me.
You broadcast on Twitch, you said? What you guys do the show?
Yeah, we do. We do everything, man. There's we do go through like 34 different broadcastings.
Okay.
What's your Twitch, bro?
Gamers Overnight.
Overnight. I saw your chat, didn't I?
Yeah, we got Gamers Overnight on Twitch, which we just released recently in last year, I think it is. We do YouTube, we do Ben, if it's a platform you can do video on, we start to do it. We actually started doing recently Facebook too, and it's been that one actually took off a lot better than we thought it would. But we're doing all of them at once, just to get it out there. we have other shows as well that we've all been on prior to this. So we're basically launching this channel from grounds up. So
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
it's fun, man. We have so much sick and fun, man.
Well, I used to do radio work back in the day. I like getting into video game stuff, man. Like even on Twitch, it's like, eh.
I love talking to the desk. I love, like, when they say, you know, they come to us and they're like, yeah, we're gonna do an interview on your show. They're like, come on, you know.
Yeah.
I love talking to them because, you know, you get to know them, and then you're like, when you say, okay, out of your career, what is your favorite game you ever play? When you ask them that question, you know, some of the games you think, and then you're like,
So wait,
that's what inspired you.
when did you create Gamers Overnight? Because this shit's from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
We launched it March last year. No,
I mean,
June of
April.
last year.
You mean April 2014?
No, if you look on our Facebook page, we launched it. We actually did a launch.
I can see you on YouTube though. Your last one was 2 years ago, and
yeah, the
like
thing was
5
prior made because we was already in prior making it, but we didn't launch it. We didn't actually launch the channel. We was doing it as a single channel, as a flow over from our other main channel, but we didn't actually launch it as a brand name.
Cool.
Yeah, our official launch, we have a video for it.
Yeah, I know. 3 days ago, which is your cinematic intro. 3.0.
Oh no, that's our new intro. We actually got a new team member, so we edited our intro for him.
Wait.
So anytime we get a new co-host or a crew member on our team, we always edit the videos to put them in as an official. You know, you are now officially getting paid by us.
What level are you on now?
Oh god, that was loud.
How are you gonna make that?
Yeah, I'm just watching this game, dude. It looks like
We
one of these
launched.
That's what I've been saying. I'm like, how the fuck is he gonna make that? That makes no sense.
Well, you never played I Want to Be the Bashi? That game doesn't make any sense.
That's what main inspiration for Topcaster. I want to be the Bossy. That was my main inspiration.
We launched on June 4th at 11:30 a.m.
That was Matt's voice.
And we played
Matt's
until June
Matt,
5th.
you still here?
I'm here. I'm checking out 2DHeroes game. I'm listening. I like BioBlaze's Pain's. I love listening to his game design.
This is your show, man. You're not supposed to be muted.
Yeah.
I'm not
You're
muted.
supposed to be joining in the
You're supposed to lead the conversation.
See, I just like Bonzo, man. I like talking to him when we talk about, you know, his apps and stuff. Man, you know, some of the games he's done, man. I don't know if you ever looked at some of the things, but they're freaking hilarious, man. Some of the stuff he's got out is crazy hilarious.
You talking about Nuka Kitty?
Yeah, that one, man, cracked me up. Like, I told Z-Man on our show about it. Matter of fact, like, right after we got out from Homeland, I was telling him about it, and he's like, he looks it up, and he's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That game is crazy, man.
And Gamers Overnight and Mojo, who are in the Discord, by the way, they're Stream Bros. They basically run this channel too. I mean, I don't know.
Look at that.
Yeah, well, Game Dev was overnight. Like I just saw him at the con last weekend.
Maybe you're supposed to jump to the other thing and then ride the bee over to the button.
Someone said don't touch the bees, but I'm with you. We're gonna try it.
I think you can ride them. It looks like it's a rideable thingamajig.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a platform.
Ride it, then you pop.
Only one way to find out.
You can do it. You can ride it.
The
Do
one
it.
thing Gamers Test knows what you always check to see if you can die from it.
Because I can do
like
something
I
else.
like playing games. and never-
Dojo,
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know.
wait, you touched the bottom of it. Maybe you gotta touch the top.
I'm
Here's a
thinking
question.
I just jump a
What
wrap
was the worst
around.
game that you ever thought, like as far as developers, guys, because most of y'all are developers. What is the worst game you ever? Ooh,
You gotta jump to the platform.
What was the worst game you ever saw on your personal experience that you played that was the worst developed game ever?
Oh,
I'm
man,
talking about
hands
PC
down.
wise, not like game console
Oh,
Man,
Faster,
yeah.
definitely.
wise. Okay,
no
say
such
what-
thing as any game ever.
Like so far, like up to date, what is the worst game you have ever played on PC that, as far as a game, like game developer wise, was crappy developed? Not play, but the game itself was developed crappy.
Yeah, if anybody answers other than No Man's Sky, you guys are on drugs.
Okay, how about
Now,
the
No
Columbine
Man's Sky
Simulator?
okay, if you take No Man's Sky for what it is, not what it should have been.
Like I said,
Turn what's up the game sounds?
You asked the question. So what about Columbine Simulator? There you go.
I never played that, but I'm sure that was terrible.
I No Man's Sky, like,
Hey,
it was fucking great.
I mean, still like that game itself.
Like developer standpoint of it. Though.
Yeah, as
Like,
I'm
when you
saying,
play a
not
game, you're
only
like
is it
you're
a bad
developing.
taste.
I'm like, why would somebody do this?
Did you ever play it? You
No,
understand?
I've never even heard of that. I mean, I've heard of a lot of simulators, man. There's a lot of them out there. We kind of just stay away from when the genres is coming. That's
Oh, Columbine Simulator.
Taking a shit simulator, 2017.
That was out before Steam was big.
Really
the
is
Goat
taking-
Simulator, man.
This game's great.
That
Yeah,
thing
that
is
game's
fucking
actually
so
pretty
fun. Have you ever played it?
Oh, no. Sloth Simulator. That's the
That
worst
game
I've
is
played.
intentionally
When you
broken.
ask somebody to play it, you think the person you're asking is like, what the hell, man? Seriously. But when you actually play it, it's actually kind of entertaining.
Here's the worst I've played in chat. Here you go. Check it out.
I still say the Columbine Simulator pretty much wraps it up. Not only was it shittily developed, but it was just a shitty game overall.
I just don't know how fucking high someone was when they made this.
What the?
You try to
Is that your heads? Oh my god.
You need to play it. You need to play it.
Hey Matt, that notification.
Which game?
This would totally be a BS game I'd love to just BS around with on my show. It'd be freaking awesome.
And ding.
Slav? Is that how you say it? Slav?
Sloth. It's like making fun of Russians.
Oh, I'm definitely not gonna play it on my show then. I'll get in trouble.
Got
Anything that
this.
makes fun of people, I always get in trouble, so I'm not even
Got
gonna
this,
touch
bro. We believe in you. We believe in
that.
you.
We get in trouble too much.
We believe in you.
Right now, man, like people, I don't know, people are like in uproars. So you get in trouble for the most stupidest things.
I wonder if anyone used the other keys if they already got taken by the general public.
I had
I
to
use one of them. I'm gonna check it out.
It looks funny though, man. I would play it just for like the shits and giggles. It's rated T.
Play that shit right now. Play it.
Play Slap Simulator?
Yeah, do it up.
Dude, you get banned.
Go ahead, man.
Can you get banned for this?
Actually-
What is? I don't know what a Slav is. Is this
As
racist?
long as the game
You
is
won't get
under,
banned for it.
this is the
Okay.
cool thing. As long as the game on Twitch is under their little icon that you can swap to the game of the game, then you won't get in trouble for it. Now, if it's not there, you might want to ask permission because there might be something to get in trouble. But as long as it's still listed,
There's
you
a
can't
list
get in
on
trouble
that
for it.
POS.
Even if it's butt naked, you running around
Brief
having sex, you
nudity.
can't
I
get in
think
trouble for it.
Twitch is okay with brief nudity.
Yeah,
No.
well, they're okay with full nudity as
It-
long
no,
as the
they are.
game is listed. Like Conan the Exiles. and Conan,
Castle
your butt-
Minor
Hey,
Z.
hey,
You're okay,
no,
to show it, but
they reprimand some people. They reprimand.
There's more
Well,
cock
it's
than you
only
know what to
games
do
that
with in that shit.
well, it's only games that are not on their list that you can get in trouble for, and two, as long as you don't focus on the nudity. Like you
Oh yeah,
focus on the actual
dude, everyone
gameplay,
focuses on the
you're okay.
penises. and
There's
like,
nudity in this
Flop
game?
around As long as you don't continue your whole broadcast for like 12
But
hours
it's so difficult
talking
not
about
to.
the
There's
penis,
cock
you're okay.
physics. There's cock physics.
Yeah.
So 2DHeroes, how'd you do on the sales of this game? All of us game devs here could get
And they're okay with
valuable
that.
insight. I think it was $4.99, right? Oh, we're cool.
A game costs?
This game, yeah, I think it's $4.99.
Fuck that. Too much.
Oh, the one you played.
Yeah, the one I'm playing. Sorry.
Is a texture, like the whole thing on there, or what is that?
So the parallax in the background, back, and a little bit of this, and then a little bit of that.
23 positive reviews. Oops, I didn't.
And climbing.
That would probably give us a clue how many
it's a
sales.
Game maker game. It's like a massive good game maker made.
He said he made it in a week.
Oh my god, it's even worse.
Looks like a good time killer.
The puzzles are pretty good.
Laura,
From what I've watched you play so far, it looks pretty cool.
he's having a
I would
blast
definitely,
with his
I would
ass.
definitely play for the hell of it, you know.
You can do it. Play the video game.
I'm
So
just
Matt,
like,
He
we're
said
gonna
he
talk
sold
about
like,
your bug.
oh, he's giving us a number. Sold like 2,500 units on Steam and 7,000 through bundles. Wow, congratulations, man! You're like one of the few devs that actually got a paycheck.
Yeah, they're right.
Yeah, good job.
That's actually that's pretty good actually.
I wasn't talking shit. I was actually being like serious. Like, yay money.
2,500 units. That's
$5 a
pretty good.
game. Right?
That's well, they charge you $5 that whole month. Remember, Steam takes their pocket.
Oh yeah, 30% is a good point, or whatever.
But I mean, still, that's the great thing I like about development. If you think that the developers that are working on their own, that are trying to get off the ground, I totally respect them because they can throw a game out there, and if it's a good game and they put really nothing other than time into it, they're even if they sell it for $1 and they sell a million copies, that's $1 million.
Oh, you didn't get the blue key.
Minus the 30%, you're still looking at some pretty chunky change there, and I totally respect that, man. That's a craft that you can make a pretty good change if you actually put your time and effort into
ever
it.
returns to an indie life.
Good job, 2DHeroes. I've been running Bonozo full time for 5-6 years. He says he's been indie for 12. That's cool, man. I'd love to. That's good, man. It sounds like you're, at least on this Twitch Creates thing, a freaking veteran.
I've always been freelance. Like,
Yeah, 2D, it looks fucking amazing, man. Good job.
Yeah,
games jit.
it's really good, solid, man. It reminds me of a lot of those kids that in that contest we went to recently this weekend. They did some work that was just crazy. And they did it in a week. Some of them kids, they only had like a week or two to do it. And it was like really crazy how well they did some of that work.
Yo, have you guys heard of Pico 8?
Heard of what?
Pico 8? P-I-C-O?
Yeah, that's a game machine? No.
Yeah, no, like this game, 2DHeroes' thing was like fucking amazing on it. Like it fits the nomenclature of it so well.
Nice.
Yeah, we get people in this stream that every once in a while ask about that.
Yeah, I have a friend who's a Pico 8 developer, and like apparently you only have like a few kilobytes to really work with, and it really makes you, it kind of forces you to be creative under those constraints.
Think outside the box. Huh.
No shit.
Well, I came from that world a long time ago. I don't miss it.
Oh yeah, you're a dinosaur, eh?
Yeah, I've done my.
One way to put it.
I worked on machines with only 1K of RAM before.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
I think I still got my very first laptop. Bitch looks like a desktop.
I got my first Commodore I ever messed with.
That's cool. I went through a bunch of those.
But
I had-
those
I had-
64.
I actually have it in a case box, so it doesn't get damaged, but it's a collector's item.
I'm a teenager, so I don't get the struggles, boys.
Huh?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
My pops used to make games on Gary Kitchen's Game Maker on Commodore 64. Way before the time of BASIC and all that shit. It's like it's what they used to code like Pitfall and shit like that.
Yep.
They used to make some cool games, kind of like what we're looking at here.
Pitfall on Atari 2600 was no.
Yeah, the original software that they used to code Pitfall on 2600 and Adventure.
For
every game
coding,
they-
not actually playing.
I don't know if Pitfall was made on that.
No, it wasn't made on Commodore, I'm saying, but when Commodore 64 started becoming popular, Gary Kitchen and Activision was actually the publisher. They were huge, still are. Activision took all that code that they used to create games like Pitfall and put it into a home package for people to sit home and make games. You had to know how to code a little bit in Logic and stuff like that, but
Yeah, I remember that back in the day.
my dad taught himself, man. He was making cool games like what we're looking at here. Didn't look as good, but
I
A thing about Pitfall you might want to know for the Jeopardy contest, it's the very first game with a human character. You know, an animated running guy.
No, I never even thought of that.
Yeah, that's its real big claim. If you think of before that, it was all spaceships and pixels and blocks. It's the first with a kind of hard to believe, but
So Matt, tell me what it's like programming in binary. You're that old, right?
you don't code in binary, you code in hex or machine assembly. Just FYI.
No, just
That would be even before my time.
Not even assembly. Not even assembly. No, you're literally like setting up the logic gates.
No, I still remember some opcodes by heart. You know, the hex value meaning what command. And
Do you?
yeah.
You.
Fuck, I don't. I know too many goddamn languages. I can't remember that shit anymore. If I don't fucking.
I was such a baby that it just
I've
sticks with
mastered
you.
syntax on every fucking platform. Everything else, all the functions, I still have to go fucking check out what they are.
Yo, Matt, I started on that. There's a lot of, I linked it in the, chat here.
Ugh.
I started just doing that shit in my free time. It's a lot of the older kind of assembly and like writing, device drivers and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when I watch the dev scene now, they like get introduced to Unity and then they gotta work them way backwards to the OS, and it's kind of weird to watch. I understand the frustration. You don't get really shown how things work. I grew up with it. I grew up as it was built, and so for me, I get how it works. Yeah, it's a bizarre. It's bizarre. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, like with me, I just started with C# and with JavaScript, right? So everything I
Right.
knew was kind of high level, so I learned it kind of backwards. It was like, oh, why is this thing an issue, right? It turns out to be a linker issue. Well, what the fuck's a linker, right? So then you look more into that. Oh, a linker does all this stuff with assembly. Oh,
Right.
what's assembly, right? So you kind of just keep discovering these little holes.
Ugh.
I would say though, like, I still feel some of it. Like the technology field has grown so large. Like there was a time where I feel like I knew how every single computer program in the world worked, and now with some of the algorithms out there, especially like the deep learning, computer vision,
You have to hit the pink one again.
Hit the pig.
the most advanced 3D graphics. Like I can't necessarily write without Googling, and so, and I'm also learning how to dev in a world where I don't know how everything works.
I don't know. I download a bunch of CHMs and I just sit there with every single thing and do searches on that shit. It's just as easy. Only thing you really need to Google is like if you really have a problem and the documentation is really scarce and it's very, very, very like stupid. Then just
But
like
all,
okay,
all the time
Stack
that you can
Overflow.
save by just Googling Stack Overflow shit. Like,
No,
realistically,
I'm
it's...
not even gonna argue about that. That's 100% absolutely true. You're right, but at the same time, if you get a CHM file for whatever like language you're using, it's basically a website on your desktop. That's what a CHM it really is.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You know, and I mean you can just do a search for that function, and it'll. I mean most CHMs will not only will it have explanations for what values go into or corresponding information to associate with, examples of how this function will be used. Usually 2 or 3 different forms. That's the reason why, like, when you go get documentation, you don't rely on the web-based documentation. You go download the CHM for like PHP, learn good PHP, CHM for WordPress. You know, any decent language will have a CHM or component.
Bio, how fucking old are you? No one uses those.
CHM files? That's like Windows 95.
Fuck you. I don't use it. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it? Explain to me. I want to know.
I'm joking, man. Whatever works for you. I'm just saying, like, personally, at least, like, what I
Yeah. BioBlaze Pain says you're mean.
You're fucking mean. Like, dude, it's like the best way to do, like, anything.
It's not.
Well, I mean, okay, explain to me, what's the next best solution?
Yeah,
The next
barcode. I hack like
the
that
best
too.
solution of everything is Stack Overflow.
I'm looking for the
Okay,
purple
but
key.
now, what happens when you don't have the internet? See, like, I grew up during an
Oh,
When
it's
do you
there.
not
I didn't
have
see
the
it.
internet? Like,
What generation
I
are
don't
you
know.
growing up don't have the
Yeah, what-
internet?
I grew up in a generation where we had didn't have dial-up, and then we did, and then we didn't, and then we did, and then we didn't, and then we did, and then they finally
Okay,
introduced
yeah.
DSL.
No, I get that. You have a valid point. The thing is times change.
Okay, say for instance an example. If I'm doing work in a processing factory, okay, you cannot, and I repeat this, and I'm going to repeat this like several times. You cannot use an outside connection in a processing factory. It's too easy for you to steal images, pictures, videos, configurations. So you are unable to access the brilliance and beauty, the broad of fucking.
Okay,
the
you have
internet.
a point there, but that's a very specific case.
I don't
That's
know.
like saying, what if I'm programming? Like,
If you program like
60 leagues under the sea.
if you program professionally in certain aspects, you'll end up having that same issue, and there's not much you can do about it either, unfortunately. Because when you're programming for a client, for instance, and the client is developing something for aeronautical, you're not really allowed to just connect to the internet. If you're doing any kind of job where it involves you making a decent amount of money, where it's like a foreman on a construction site, we're making 8,200K a year. If you're doing a decent programming job like that, good chances are you can't use the internet while you're at work, unless it's a very relaxed place that isn't afraid of you sharing government secrets or company secrets or any other secrets for that matter.
At the same time, most institutions and most places now want their employees to be able to use resources like that because they exist. You don't want to be bound to like the smallest CHM, like CHM files. I get they have a lot of information with them, right? But I'm saying a lot of places allow you to have that resource. Right?
No, I agree, but some have code that's literally 30 plus years old. Just don't have
That's
that
true. In those cases, I think you're completely right. Like if you're
I
talking
get all the
about
stars.
factories and like those older places that do that.
Yeah, like that's one of the most annoying things I've ever had to deal with before in my life, and it was something you just want to kill yourself over. Like, here, try to compile a 42-year-old program. Here you go.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Now you gotta make that. You gotta make a legit.
Okay, we're done hijacking your stream.
Yeah, it's kind of horrible, and you go to a lot of technical shit. So I agree. We're done. I'm watching him rape this game. You're gonna break the blocks.
We'll just commentate.
No, I like when you were talking about compiling 40-year-old code. Like, it just really made me think maybe how skilled of a coder you may or may not be. Because like that's kind of my forte. How I got into lead programming was the ability to take broken stuff and make it work. That's how I get the job.
Hey, I can
The
pretty
lead
much go.
programmers just do the work people don't want to do. So if you ever want to be one, just
I can do anything in any language pretty much now.
Well, and a lead programmer like is a team, and so like the graphics guy, AI guy, the script kiddies, all these people, and then they all commit. They're all checking in, and then there's points where systems are breaking and no one really knows who caused what. And so that skill of being a hacker, reverse engineer, you end up getting the lead role.
What's this Topcaster 1 in Heartland's game?
Yeah, that's our green light.
Yay, green light! Woo!
I don't think I'm gonna make it. When did they get rid of that? Would you happen to know?
Yeah, because it was hemorrhaging money.
No, I said, when?
No, when? No, I do not know when they're gonna get rid of that because I'm a publisher on Steam. I don't no longer have to go through that whole issue. I publish games. It's easier.
You're lucky. Do you have other games on Steam then?
I do, but I'm no longer a part of those companies.
I see. How did you? Would you be able to share with us how you got publisher status? I don't know how to do that. Do you have to buy it or?
Do it is go to one of these. No, seriously, best way to do it. Swear to God, in my life, best way to do it is literally go to one of these massive conventions like Steam Dev Days and give a blowjob to Gabe Newell and just ask for it.
Give him a blowjob?
Okay, and it's stroke ego. Just go talk to them on Steam Dev Days. You go pay like the however much money to get in. I also paid for the Steam VR where they had classes made by Snaps where you can go in and make HTC physical objects that would interact with the HTC device. So I mean, it was like I think it was like $3,000 and some change. So I went and did classes with that, and then I was publishing my game, and that literally was it. Because I already paid so much money, they just gave me access because I asked for it. I mean, to be
That's
honest,
cool. You went to the Steam meetups. The Steam.
I went to Steam Dev Days. I went to the Synapse classes for VR hardware, and that's what I did.
Gregory, I make both. I know, you know the word app before phones actually existed then too. It actually, application.exe is it's kind of hard to believe, but app didn't only mean phone stuff at one time.
Oh, fucking tired. More work to do. La 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 la.
Well, Barcode loves Satan, the security dev. Welcome, thank you for the
Yeah,
follow.
watching this game is
We got security dev, legit.
I think so. If I understood what he was saying correctly.
Do you salt your hashes or do you hash your salts?
By the way, I'm streaming you through my Twitch.
Cool.
You got third party streaming, bruh. I like
Yeah,
them.
I got him hosted.
I Twitch again.
hold on.
And I'm playing 2DHeroes game. Who's another streamer?
IR Twitch better than you.
You always salt your hashes.
Are you sure you don't hash your salts?
Oh.
Sometimes you hash your salts.
Why don't you hash your salts and hash your salts?
You
and
salt
fucking
your
hash
hashes. You salt your hashes, and then the resulting hash you salt. Or salt you fuck. Double salt.
I just want to say, you're not stoned. That's the beautiful thing. You're just like, fuck.
You don't know that. I'm pretty fucking high on dating.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what?
No, I'm not someone with problems. I just got my wisdom teeth taken out, so.
This is a problem. Who even thought that? I was thinking he just got out of the hospital, and I mean, the dentist is close enough. Huh? No.
I got it now.
Good.
Good.
Well,
What are you doing? No! You died! No, don't do that! Why didn't you go on the other side? Ay, caramba. Do this, bro. Got this.
no, I just got the memory of a goldfish though, so I literally have to redo the puzzle from scratch each time.
I don't have. You don't have
Oh,
to show them.
fuck.
In 2DHeroes, you don't actually have to show them a game that already exists. You literally don't. You just gotta show them that you're gonna have a game working by the time launch. And you give them a launch date. But
So, what were you saying? You're giving another Steam tip? Because everyone could appreciate that. What were you?
Yeah.
What was the deal?
I'm getting high. I didn't say shit.
Oh, I don't have any games on Steam. Well, no, I got green lit. I got a game green lit, but I never uploaded it because it took a year. By the time the game was green lit, I'd moved on. It's called Max's Cosmic
That
Adventure.
happens to a lot of stuff. Like seriously.
It's like a year and a half.
Yeah.
It took a year and a half.
That happened up to a few friends of mine. They got greenlit. They didn't even know about it, and so they never uploaded their game.
Yeah.
Never knew. And then the greenlit.
That's kind of stupid.
Right? And they got an email saying because you did not upload your game, you know, blah 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 blah. And they're like, wait, my game was accepted?
Oh yeah, I never got that email, and I've had it greenlit for more than a year. I'm pretty grateful.
Yo, Matt, that link I just sent, I literally thought was you for like the longest time.
Wait, what?
I just sent you a link. I thought that dude was you.
DJ Barbecue Sauce from the Planet Damn
Watch it.
Food Tube. Does it have royalty-free music? Because I don't play stuff that I want my YouTubes all.
Oh my
It's not
god.
music. It's like a food thing.
Oh,
All right, I'll check
Thing,
it.
bro. Be careful.
Careful,
That
is
doesn't
it?
look like you, man?
I mean,
You just totally make a video making fun of that.
all right. Here we go. DJ Barbecue, Sauce from the Planet. Live.
YouTube kinda.
Bro.
Alright, so we got people that make games in here. We got people that review games. People I just play games. I dev a little bit, but not like you guys.
No, your dev skills have been getting crazy, but
I
okay.
just do server backend. So.
Okay. Yeah, I've always been a musician.
You're to the back end.
Yeah.
But listen,
Yeah.
don't cut me off. This is what I want to get out. Because you guys are the people I need to talk to, alright?
Oh god.
When the hell are one of you people going to make a new SOCOM game? A third-person tactical military shooter, okay? Why do I got to play all these crap first-person shooter games? Alright, with templates taken directly out of Unreal Engine tutorials and shit. I don't want to play that.
Go play Project Reality.
You guys
I have-
even know what SOCOM is?
I have to agree with Mojo on that one. Like, I'm sick and tired of the cookie-cutter first-person shooter games that you can buy on the Asset Store, the Unreal Engine Asset Store, that are using fucking retarded-ass networking components from fucking Photon and stupid shit like that. I am absolutely sick and fucking tired of the cookie-cutter genre that is known as the FPS genre. Yes,
Listen, I've used it
I
too.
matched.
Like, that's how I learned Unreal Engine, was doing just that. But then I went and I built my own little engine. I built my own damage engine.
Are you
my
looking
own...
at like player versus player or just?
Unreal Engine. Okay, Unreal Engine was made on the premises of doing a multiplayer game. Yeah, and they pretty much focus on the premises that make it pretty. It's really not so much focused on any particular game as it is focused on making itself look pretty. I mean, it literally is, you know, an engine that is focused on making things look really nice, while Unity's focused with Mono to be, I can build once on everything. I mean,
Yeah, that's valid.
I think it's just all like the native shader support that you have in Unreal, right? And like Unity, they
dude,
don't really
have
care.
you
They just give you a base one.
yeah, they give you HLS access, and I fucking hate HLS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather use the node editor to make materials look amazing and godlike. Unreal Engine had it down 100%. Like,
Yeah, honestly, I'm too
Yeah.
stupid to write HLSL, so I'm like, I just want to drag stuff.
dude, go open Unreal Engine. It has a node editor for materials, a node editor for animation.
Yeah, no. I know. I wish that, like, there are Unity plugins that do that.
Mojo, we went to that Home Limit Gaming, man. There's actually some kids actually making a game a lot similar to that, what you're wanting.
8-on-8 military third-person shooter.
Yeah,
VoIP, tactical combat.
yeah, and it's pretty promising.
I'm
They
not
said
really-
it's still a couple of years out, but from what they've done already within the month that they had the time limit on, they did a pretty astounding job on it. You should check out Bonzo's videos on it when he was there. I'm pretty sure he probably captured it. It's a pretty good looking game.
Did he capture that? Because I watched most
It's
of
a
it.
pretty good. It's a good chance. If not,
I only
I
captured 3
really
games.
want
I didn't see
everybody
that
to-
one. I only
I
did
watched
like
that
3,
stream.
or maybe
It was
4.
next to that one game with the girl with the goggles, with the neon in the game.
Yeah, I remember that game. See, now that game in particular.
Yeah, it was to the right of that, about two sections over.
Yeah, but check it out. Like, this is what I was going to say before when you mentioned it, because you said that, you know, it's amazing what people accomplish in a week, right?
Yeah.
It's bullshit, because even the people on the Neon games, oh, we're working on this for months. You know what I mean? Like, they brought a game that was, like, polished, man. Like, that shit was...
Well, yeah, well, they had different categories there. They had people that only had literally 2 weeks work on project. Then they had ones that were just developers in generally. Then they had like a page requirement. They had like a whole bunch of different categories, and
Oh,
that's
so
why
not
when I
everybody
asked
was
them,
under the 1 week.
yeah, every time I asked them, I was like, "What category or what competition you in?" Because each
Mojo,
one
you're
was
badass.
different.
Thanks
Way
for
to
the follow.
explain that, Matt.
Ah. Yeah, it's kind of it. You're not the only one, Mo, that isn't clear. it's a little confusing. I felt like the website's not super clear.
Yeah, it was pretty confusing. There was a few aspects of it that we thought was a little unconcerning, and one of them was when you get there and you pay your $15 to get in and you go to do the reviews, you get a card that you can drop in their buckets for a personal choice award. Well, the problem with that is like you only have one choice, but like the categories are so diverse. Like you have guys just doing artistic work, paper graphics versus a full game, and you're like, how can you pick graphics over a full game? I mean, yeah, these graphics may be phenomenal, but these people over here have a full working game. It's kind of hard to give it to them. So that, it's really discouraging. It's like, man, that kind of keeps. And when I talked to the gentleman that was in charge, he said mainly it's because they're trying to drive more people, like families, to come in and vote to get more people out there. So I've been actually talking with my team. We're going to try to do maybe prior to next go arounds, kind of like a little notice of fundraiser in the area to try to get people out to it more this year.
So how much exposure do you guys have as a team?
Bonzo is a pretty good amount. Actually, Bonzo gets around pretty. He does more outdoor events than I do.
Your reviewing team, like, what's
we get games from almost every company we ask. We get a review from. Now we don't do those reviews. Some of those we just don't want to do. It's only games that we feel like we'll do. We did get quite a few actually. A little overwhelming.
I think the best YouTube view is like 100 views at least.
Yeah. Oh, as far as our views on YouTube, it varies. I mean, your YouTube channel's not very big at the moment. But on our
why aren't you uploading your live streams to your YouTube to generate more?
We do a bunch of different. We go through a bunch of different broadcastings. We go to Facebook, Twitter. We go through them all because not everybody watches one platform, and we rather have people out there. Like 2 or 3 of our platforms, we have like 6, 7, 8 thousand people watch at once.
Bonzo just cannot hit that, dude. He's just sitting there and he's just like, I'm gonna get it.
But our YouTube channel, we haven't really published. And that's another thing, we haven't really published.
I could have got that other star. It doesn't count.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, we're going pretty much off of by word of mouth.
Right, and that's cool. That's cool. I was just curious because most people I talk to are always like, oh, I wish someone would make a new SOCOM game, right? Here I am, like I'm talking with people, and I'm like, I started building one in Unreal. I got the whole damage engine in. I'm working on it to this day, whatever. But there's a game that exists already called H-Hour. Now, I don't know if you ever heard of it.
No, I've actually never heard of it.
So the original developers and designers of SOCOM on PlayStation 2, David Sears, Tom, a whole bunch of people, they broke off. It's been years. Zipper closed. It was bought out by Sony, whatever. And they came out with a game, but it's on PC. Now, SOCOM was a console game. It didn't exist on PC.
H-Hour World Elite?
H-Hour World Elite, there you go. It's cheap, right? It's like $10.
It's actually on our list that we got back a few years back.
Oh, there you go.
Well, yeah, when we first started.
No!
We never got around to doing it, so it kind of got outdated pretty quickly.
You're probably in good shape then, because the game, when it came out, this brings me back to your point earlier about how you promote a game, how you market a game, giving it to the right people, the wrong people, whatever.
No!
So, H-Hour did the worst thing you could possibly do, put out a game to like a bunch of nobody streamers, including myself, and the game just floundered, man. Like, it had bad development, no updates, weak, no transparency, whatever.
That's
well, that's fine.
No updates.
Right,
that's
the
fine.
game sucks.
That's fine too.
Right?
I totally get that. I mean, it's fine too to give it to like lower streamers, but you do have to try to get a hold of those bigger boys too. Like Rage and them, because really, if you can get them back in your game, you're gonna have a lot more people trying it.
But that's my point. But look at Twitch, right? Everyone's using Twitch to promote their games now, right?
Yeah, these days. Yeah. That's why we got into it.
Right, but it's the latest, greatest example of Battlegrounds. So the thing is, though, it's more of a PC market on Twitch, right? You don't see.
Well, not these days, man.
Yeah, but no, come on, let's be real.
Literally, you need cooking shows on this damn thing.
Stuck in
but that's fine. But that's totally different. I'm not talking.
Yeah, I'll
about
give you a
IRL
review,
stuff,
2D.
From a gaming perspective, right? Majority of games on Twitch.
Let's save my
PC-based.
position.
You don't see huge Madden streamers. You don't see huge NHL hockey streamers. You'll see huge Destiny streamers because it doesn't exist on PC yet. But the point is, if you take a game like H-Hour that didn't exist on PC, throw it into a PC world, right? People are saying they want it all the time. Summit. Someone went to Summit.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
It's 2DHeroes. She's in the chat.
yeah, this game's pretty cool. Watching it on talk.
Oh,
we need to have Steam integration. Yeah,
like,
Twitch
check that
integration.
game out, though, man.
We need to have Twitch chat integration.
If you guys ever played SOCOM, look into it, man, because it's a freaking great game. It just got taken over by a community development team that I'm actually a part of, and it's really, really good, man. They can use the exposure, and people don't really know the game exists. So,
Tell them to reach out, man. Just tell them to reach out to us, man, because we'll do any reviews. We don't care what the game is.
Gregory was asking, how do you become a
we actually
reviewer?
prefer gaming companies that are smaller versus the big ones anyway.
What did he say?
He was asking, how do you become a game reviewer?
that's what I want to know. I'm in the wrong business.
Just go review a game.
Actually,
go
it's
make
funny
go
because-
go buy a domain name on GoDaddy. What you want to do is you want to go search for a coupon for $1 a month. WordPress installations with your domain name. Get a free domain name with it. You pay $12. You get a domain name with a year worth of WordPress. Okay, you go ahead and set that up. Go spend
WordPress,
15.
ugh.
Go spend. You know what? I agree, but you know what? It gets it done. Spend $15 and go get yourself a nice theme. Throw it down.
WordPress is-
Oh, that was
And then
cool.
all you gotta do is sit there and do live streams, reviews, and write-ups and articles on the games that you review. So you do a video review, you do the live stream of you doing it, and then you do a write-up on it. Do about 70 or 80 of those, you'll have about 2,000 to 3,000 followers on Twitch.
You don't even
in like
have
a month.
You don't even have to do that.
It's such a
There's
saturated
a whole different way.
That's exactly
Well,
that's the problem.
You
It's saturated
basically,
market. It's really easy to
basically
do.
you basically decide what platform you want, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, whatever, or you can do multiples like we do. And basically, once you get you're out there, and you get your brand out, you do your icon or whatever you're gonna be. At that point, what you want to do is you want to reach out to the game developers. You want to be able to grab a game that's ahead of its time before it gets out. And what you do is at the bottom of that, usually of the game page, whoever developer is, if you go to the very, very, very bottom, this is not a real known spot. There's an actual spot down there for media. And if you click that, it's actually for press releases. It's like for people that want to do game reviews or even, talk to the devs themselves. And the cool thing is you'll get a response back at least 90% of the time right off the bat.
For anyone that wants to stream on
If you
multiple
grab,
platforms
if
at once,
you
there's a
email
link.
them, make sure that
Is that
you email
Restream.io?
them with a professional type.
I'm
of-
using that now. I got a coupon for it.
It costs money?
Well, for the deluxeness.
I don't know. I have a grandfather that didn't.
To stream on Facebook, it costs money.
Yeah, make sure
I'm
that
streaming.
you
I'm streaming
definitely
on. Let's see. It's a YouTube, Facebook,
do a
Twitch.
professional link.
No, Facebook costs money. You have to use a custom RTP. You don't have Facebook on Restream. Are you using
No,
Restream?
you're right. I don't. I'm looking at it. I just have YouTube Gaming and YouTube Stream now.
It
And then I
does.
have
It does
Twitch,
33
I have
for free.
Ustream.
That's
Yeah. No, I'm on that
Then I
right
have
now.
Live stream it added on as well. Yeah, I didn't even know you can do. That's weird. You can't even.
that's how we work.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
The
Oh
ability
yeah,
to
it requires a
connect
custom platform RTX
the
services, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, okay. $14 a month to restream on fucking Facebook?
Well, that's only because they don't
Fuck.
have a platform. They don't
And I
have
don't think the chat works with it either. I can't say for sure.
I could just fucking open up another. It's just OBS and fucking stream on it.
Right, that's what I do. That's what I was telling Matt.
You run multiple OBS?
Exactly what we do.
Why run multiple OBS when you can just run one XSplit and stream to several different platforms at once?
Because not everybody has XSplit.
I mean,
And
you
OBS
can
for
go,
studios
okay, I
is
just want to point out, you can go buy a year for $7 of XSplit on
OBS
GTA.
Studios has.
I'm on bad terms with expert, so
Really?
I can't
they
OBS.
fucking
encode
gypped me
twice.
a fucking $500, so I'm not gonna get it back.
How?
Because they were fucking charging my card when I only signed up for 1 month in here. They kept charging me every time.
happened?
How do they get the $500 though? I mean, it's like $100 a year at full price.
They didn't charge me all at once. They charged me at the end of 5 years.
Oh, they did the whole
Wait,
free trial thing. They
The
did that a
things
while
are
back.
undoing themselves now.
They did it where like they took your credit card and after like so much time, then they charged.
XSplit is no good. 2D.
It's a good.
I think
it's a
I
good-
bugged up the
it's a
game,
good-
or it's trying to
good
help me.
service. It's a good service to use. It's just
Something's
It's
weird going
got
on.
okay features, but
it's just the
ultimately I
customer
think
service
OBS
support
Studio is way better.
is fucking F- for me.
OBS Studio is completely 100% free, and it's got better features. It's more
It's-
reliable.
And it's pretty much lightweight, so.
To each their own.
Really depends on your application, though. For a normal Joe Schmo, you can get away with OBS. But for people that run like shows with multiple cameras, need a chroma key, multiple cameras,
Yeah.
they usually run XSplit or even higher than that, Zoom, which is a little bit different. But
Yeah, I heard Zoom's supposed to be great.
yeah, OBS is good though for the average person on Twitch if you're trying to stream a video game without doing like
Well,
a
I do OBS Studio, which is different.
Yeah, that's what I
OBS
do.
is actually outdated.
Oh, so
Well,
the
yeah.
bees can hit the switches, really?
I don't know why that never seemed to happen until that one game, but that was the one that I passed it. Like the bee actually, well, one killed me. It seemed like the bee actually helped me on the other one.
Wow, that's a trip. 2D, good job.
I'm thinking about calling it a show right here.
Calling it done?
Yeah.
Do it, bro. You have 37 viewers, though, man. People loving your nuts.